reputation in terms of the defensive game that they should be playing against, especially against a team like REG.
Right now, yes, it is REG leading the rebounding 16-9, and 5 of those on the offensive end, and that's a stat that will concern Coach Zečević.
Long range for Crawford. It's an absolute blinder there. 3 points added to the tally, and now they've got 18 points, of course, and that's what they can do as well. If they mix it up a little bit and get those long-range shots coming in, it could be raining threes for trees. Trees get planted.
They should get planted, and both teams struggled from the three-point line, so it's not going to do well for the BAL initiative where we get trees planted across Africa, but they were both 1 of 6 in that opening quarter.
Here is top man Serene Saliumbai, gets the ball out to Crawford. Crawford goes in, and there's the ball coming out wide once again, and the shot clock goes down. Nice little turn. That is really nicely done, but it's not been drained. But the attempt to try and put that in by Miller Jr. comes to nothing at the other end. It's an attempt for 3. This time the rebound is better, and they got a chance now to push up. That's lovely. Oh, my word. The Crawford-Miller Jr. link-up, top-notch on that occasion. That is a pass. Unbelievable pass as well. Walker. 2
great pieces of play. Court vision and finishing by both REG and S.L.A.C I. It's a beautiful game when this happens and the competition level is high.
Usher, have you got some news for us?
Yes, I have some news for you, obviously. So this game is not just about the BAL. There's a bit of rivalry between Rwanda and Guinea, because Guinea defeated Rwanda in the round of 16 during the FIBA Afrobasket last summer in Kigali. So REG are trying to, you know, do some service for the national team players. There's 7 of them on the court right now. So let's see if they'll get the victory at the end of the day.
Thanks very much, Usher. Well, I think we're in a pretty good place to see what this rivalry is what's gonna happen in this opening match. We've got 2 games that are taking place, of course, and how about that? How about that? That is once again what we're looking to enjoy, and it comes from the youngster, of course, from the NBA Academy.
A point guard should not get that high. That's a fantastic dunk, and it's a statement dunk there by him.
24-22.
By just trying to ignite the offense here of this S.L.A.C I team, and that was fantastic.
Right now, we are going to go across to Usher, who's got a special guest right next to her, who's going to be speaking basketball. Victor Williams, I believe. Usher, it's all yours.
Thank you, Robbie. Now, as you said, I'm here with Victor Williams, who's the CEO of NBA Africa. Victor, welcome to the broadcast. We're halfway through the Sahara Conference Games here in Dakar. How do you find the experience here so far?
Thanks, Usher. We're very pleased with how things are going. It's been great to bring the BAL to a new city, and we're pleased with how the people of Dakar, Senegal, have embraced the BAL. On the court, we're excited about the competitiveness of the teams and the quality of play. It's been a great fan atmosphere, and we're also pleased that we're integrating some of our NBA Academy players into the BAL teams, and they're doing a great job of showing their potential as well.
I'm sure you loved Babacar Sané's performance yesterday with Duke from Senegal. Now, last year, NBA Africa announced a formation of a new entity and a roster of strategic partners and investors. How does the BAL feel and help to achieve the NBA's ambitious plans on the continent?
Thanks. The BAL is an integral part of our plans for growing the game on the African continent, both from a basketball perspective as well as from a commercial perspective. It represents the pinnacle of the development pathway that we've put in place to create opportunities for African youth to play the game from a grassroots level all the way to a professional level. It's our ambition that the BAL will be one of the top professional leagues in the world. And then from a commercial perspective, It enables us to have a live basketball product on the African continent with African stars and heroes playing in front of African audiences in African prime time. And so we think that African brands and companies are going to, over time, flock to the BAL and make it a strong commercial proposition as well.
Oh, thank you, Victor, there. Now, lastly, last month, the NBA Africa celebrated the launch of the Nigerian office. Can you talk about the plans for future NBA expansion on the continent?
Absolutely. We're really pleased to have been able to open that office in Nigeria, the largest country by population on the African continent, and a country from which lots of NBA players have come, or from which their families have come. It's our goal to expand the number of offices on the continent in order to allow us to bring the NBA proposition closer to African fans and African audiences. And so we'll be opening other offices on the African continent, in East Africa, North Africa, Central Africa, and through those we hope to strengthen what we do on the continent.
Now, Victor, I've seen you sit courtside enjoying the games. How do you feel as the CEO of NBA Africa to be here at the BAL?
Overall, it's been a thrill and a joy, and we're very proud of what Amadou and the BAL team, as well as all of our colleagues from around the NBA who are supporting them, have been able to accomplish. At the same time, I'm also looking at it from the standpoint of what could we do better, and developing insights that we take back, and we try and improve what we do on the court every day. So overall, very, very happy with how things are going, and enjoying the game as a fan as well.
Thank you so much, Victor Williams, the CEO of NBA Africa. Back to you, Roby. I'm sure a lot has been happening on the court.
Absolutely, lots going on here. Thanks very much for your time, Victor, and thank you, Usher. Really nice to hear from the CEO of NBA Africa, of course, who's loving what we're seeing out here. And to be honest with you, we got a timeout, of course, 32-26. So much is going on. Q and I we'll just break it down when we come back from this small interlude. Little moment, wait, look at this man here. Okay, we talked about how important the academy is. He is our 18-year-old gem for S.L.A.C I. His name is S.L.A.C I BAL. He's come from the academy and he's producing some fireworks out there, Q.
It's fantastic. More fireworks, courtesy of Mumbai. And the score, Robbie, 32-28. S.L.A.C I keep trying to come back. They have not led in this game. And what REG have done is every time S.L.A.C I make a run, they just score a big bucket. And it's been fascinating to watch because there's a 4-point or 2-point threshold, but they're still keeping S.L.A.C I away. It's some good game management.
It's exactly that. You can see how important the coaches are. Two good coaches, by the way, who are on the on-court side, making their calls, distributing the information. So important to have leadership on the side, but also on court. They've got two leaders out there on the side of the court, but they've also got leaders on the court itself. On both sides.
It's always interesting watching coaching styles as well. Zečević is a lot more animated as Robert Pack sure does come out, but it seems just a little bit more calm in demeanor, while certainly on the sideline. You don't know what happens inside the huddle, though.
Yeah, it's exactly that. And, you don't know what happened. You don't know what's happening inside of an active volcano if it hasn't erupted, right?
Your analogies are so great, Mr. Knock.
Thank you. S.L.A.C I in possession. Crawford down in the corner, trying to find a little bit of space. Oh, he's beautiful, isn't he? It's a beautiful shot there, dropped in, and how about that? That's the reaction that they get, and all of a sudden, well, they're up to what, a 2-point difference now. Shaka's come on, and Boyo's come on, and there's a layup, and they've got the rebound. No, they haven't. Yes, they have. And S.L.A.C I have got a chance to go ahead, or at least level things up if they can get points from this. Comes out. It's nicely done. Oh, we're going over the top there in a big way. It is that man, Chumanga.
Obekwa with the ball fake, gets Pichumanga in there, and he wants a call because he thinks it's dangerous play. The drive in by Miller, passes out, and maybe a case for initiating contact as Obekpa looks on with his hands to the side, and the referee's going to confer again. They have only 4 triggers for the instant replay system. I'm not sure that they're going to call it. They're looking for the continuation. They rule no continuation, so it's going to be on the ground. And because REG are in the penalty and in the bonus, we have 2 free throw attempts.
Obekpa, the Nigerian. And as I said, in possession, trying to reel in that lead. And it looks pretty good, doesn't it? They've got themselves, they were 6 points down coming out of the first quarter. 5 minutes into the second, and they find themselves on the cusp of equality in the points department.
Obekpa and Manga doing battle. Obekpa has 6 points right now. Of course, Obekpa spent some time in the G League with the Santa Cruz Warriors. That was in 2016 and 17, and he brings that pedigree to this S.L.A.C team.
And we're all square. Yes, we are. 32 points apiece here at the Dakar Arena. It is REG, which is a team from Rwanda, landlocked country. What such a beautiful place to visit. You really should go if you get the chance. And there's a layup, and it's a beauty. That is a beautiful drive from Filer. Saw his space, saw his path, opened up, wriggled around, dropped it in.
Big bucket, and sometimes it makes it look so easy, but that's a fantastic play given the context of the game.
Crawford and Obekpa working well. That's not nicely placed on the backboard. You can see that he's just, you know, he's doing that like sort of you know, hand scrunch gesture, which basically means that it's just a little bit too hard. A little lighter touch would have been better, Q.
It might have, but I think maybe they got away with one. Looked like Manga had the last touch on that possession.
And a chance for 3, and it's the rebound tidied up there by Obekpa. And how wide it goes to Miller Jr. Miller Jr. waits for a little bit of support. Has it with the youngster on by. Obekpa picks the ball up, trying to go through the middle. Little tussle to try and get hold of possession. He does so well. Now he's got the chance to go for a mid-range 2. Nicely done, very calm and collected.
It shows why it's so important to be patient on the basketball court. He looked at his options after losing control, steps through, sees no defense on him, and knocks down the free throw line jumper.
Yeah, he could have motored right towards the basket as well, I think.
Would have drawn some defense and might have got himself into trouble. Right option at the right time.
That's what I would have done anyway.
You're a little aggressive.
I would have gone through. No messing around with me. Lots of credit there. Look at the reaction there from S.L.A.C IBAL. He's one of the players who's orchestrated this this comeback to level the scores at 34-34. Lots of credit and kudos from his teammates off the bench. Dropping in for 2. The rebound's been taken smartly and smoothly. It goes right out over the other side, but I'm afraid that that's just not 2 hands. Oh, a little bit of a mistake. They got a chance now. Crawford, calmly done. What can they do? Ball into the side, wriggling around, trying to get his layup, his jump shot there, Miller Jr. He gets fouled. And now they got a chance to actually go ahead for the first time.
They do, and that was another great possession. His 6'7" size makes him a tough prospect in the paint, and so Miller Jr. draws the foul from Nzier. To the free throw line he goes. Second foul for Nzier.
Yeah, we've got one player who's on double figures, and as expected, it is that man Crawford. He's just been a leader in that department. 10 points.
I think in the second half you're going to see some adjustments made by Coach Robert Pack, and he's going to switch some matchups onto Crawford.
You know, it was a very strong statement, wasn't it? Because we thought that S.L.A.C would be one of the top teams. They came in, and they've still got lots of basketball to be played. They'll be playing a little bit later against Beta, but around the Energy Group, I mean, they outfoxed them.
And they played the same way they're doing now. They played it close all game and hit big shots when it mattered, and I think we're going to see something similar. I think this is going to be a tight one down the stretch.
Yeah. It's all about runs, Q, isn't it? It's all about runs. Filer tries to drop it in. The rebounds are good. No quick decision to throw the ball long up court on this occasion. Crawford calming things down. Plenty of time. Obegba just out wide. Miller Jr. trying to go through the middle. Maybe a mistake there. There was too much traffic. Filer's down the right-hand side if they want to get the ball out to him, but it's jump shot coming in, but it's Thomas Jr. unable to land that one.
Now, just a quick one, gentlemen, from this side. The coach of S.L.A.C I just told his players and reminded them they have 1 team foul, while REG have 5 team fouls, so they should drive the ball into the paint. Let's see if they can execute that in the next 2 minutes.
Thank you, Asha. Lovely pass, and it's been dropped in. Fine score indeed there, coming from Unzie.
First score of the second quarter for Nzia, and he goes to 11 points on that make.
Playing such an important role, but that Obegba off the metal. Rebound taken. We're all square at 36 points apiece. Down left side, the attempt to drop into for 2 there.
Shot came too early in the shot clock. He rushed it just a little bit on that possession.
Yeah, it's a strange moment, this, at the end of the second quarter. Oh, it's a really good rebound, but he needs to nail it, but he draws the foul there. And an important player in this squad, of course, isn't he? Nzia goes straight to the free throw line.
Quite importantly, that's going to be the 3rd foul of Pichumanga, so that's a big one, because that might see him go off, and that battle between Obegba and Pichumanga in the paint, and the rebound battle is now skewed towards S.L.A.C. It's also how they got themselves back in the game, and we have a timeout call.
Yeah, 3rd foul, as you can see, from Pichu Kamboimanga of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And there it is. There's the contact, frustration, trying to complain, trying to find a wriggle his way out of that that argument, but it's not gonna. It's one-way traffic, I'm afraid.